Let's take this. We're live. In 2, 3. No, we're good and live. We'll see who all is in. There's 2 in here, but I don't know. Let's see who all is in here, but I don't know. There we go. Nope. There. Trying to make sure we're good. Get this going. Who's all on here? There's a couple of you. Let's go on. There we go. We're scrambling tonight, so hopefully everything will work right. Let's see if we've got everybody. There you go.
I think it's just you and me.
I see 2 up there.
Yeah, you and me.
Oh, there's a third jumped in.
Hello.
Well, Holly's going to be crocheting, and
per usual.
The wind picked up again outside. It's just, we've got some storms cruising by here, so trying to make sure, see if we get some rain for the girls on our lawn. Who's all in here?
Hey, Tammy, how you doing?
You remembered. Hi, good to see you. So you're gonna have to tell us if you're gonna be doing potatoes. Are you getting them from someone, or were you growing those? Also, just wondering how the tomatoes are. If they took off, or it's been a hard summer to get that going. So just wondering if you've had any luck with those tomatoes, or if it's been a tough summer for you as well. We've got, what do we got? How many did you get, caterpillars?
2 last night and 2 today.
So Holly's been out checking the tomatoes and found some hornworms again. We went out Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Wednesday night and got some. Hey,
3
Phil.
more. Yeah.
Peterson Farms of Nashville. Thanks for joining us, Phil. Yeah, Ty, we got.
All right.
We got.
She's got baby tomatoes.
We've got.
That's good.
Ours, we're about a month behind. We're as far behind as you are, Tani. We've got 3 or 4 cherry tomatoes that are oh so close to being able to pick them and enjoy them. So hopefully it'll be soon. But yeah, if you got baby tomatoes, hopefully they're going to be turning red here pretty quick. Phil, how's your garden? You've got. I know you had some issues, but that fencing hopefully got rid of your critters that you had, your bunnies and stuff. We found a solution for bunnies, so and they're in the freezer right now. So that's our solution to making things right for them and getting us ready for February. So hopefully your rabbit issue hasn't, I don't know,
exacerbated.
Isn't an issue anymore. But I have a fear that since I got doing well, since we got a mom and a dad, I'm wondering how many are behind, how many more are coming. That's what scares me. There's never such a thing as two rabbits. So I don't know who else is in here. Tani, Phil, got to be someone else there. I see a 5 spot up there, so someone else is in there. We've been out trying to hustle a little bit this afternoon. I was gone for 3 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, up north playing golf with my college friends and losing golf balls in the woods and the usual. It's such a frustrating game. So let's see, Tani just had a couple of
nice.
Yeah, there you go.
That works.
We just had a partial bag that Holly said, here, these are sprouting. So I threw them in the compost pile. So we'll see if they come up.
Yeah, a couple years ago, he had tried to start some inside in the middle of winter. That didn't work out too well. It was
some of those actually came out.
But well, that was like you threw it in the compost pile because you didn't
Oh.
think anything was going to come of it, and then
Yep.
pulled
Yep.
them out and you had potatoes.
I threw them in. I just had a tub in what is now my office. Threw the potatoes in there, and they took off. And then I dumped them, and
Mm-hmm.
thinking
Because
they were bad.
it really didn't seem like it did anything except.
Just put foliage up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was. Hey, Gwen, how are you? We're complaining about gardening, so no. Tani's been getting some success. Got some baby tomatoes. Got her potatoes going, and so we're trying to. I don't know. See what there's our miniature chicken channel. Let's
Love
see.
it. Hi.
Yeah, chicken Sunday night chicken news, and this just in from the home office. So, we don't have a moderator on here. I apologize. I need to get a few more moderators so they can click add channels and such. So I don't know. You guys are all kind of the usual suspects for our lives, so you might already know of each other's channels and all that. But I apologize. We're gonna find a few extra people to be moderators. Yeah, our garden. I was gone for 3 days, and wow, it really took off. We're gonna have a lot of heat.
Heat again this next week.
This week, yeah, I think tomorrow 90.
No, tomorrow's supposed to be 81, and then 94 on Tuesday, and then upper 80s, low 90s
Okay.
the rest of the week.
And we got about 18 drops of rain that came by here. So I don't know. We need some rain again. We need some rain. Gave up on my.
Yep. Of course, the cucumbers like to hide. It's like you think you find everything, you go through, you can't see anything, and all of a sudden you find one that's just.
Yep.
Like, where did you come from?
We have found some monsters in there.
Yeah.
Holly's been pickling the cukes and all that.
And eating them fresh.
Yeah. Hey, Nick, how are you doing? Hopefully I don't know if you got any of the storms that were coming through, I don't know, this evening or this afternoon, but wow, there was some stuff that just popped up literally right over us and to our east then. And if it could just form to our west and drop on us and then keep going. So,
Yeah. So
see.
lettuce and spinach is good. Yes, I do. I love the spinach as well.
We didn't plant any of that yet. Just don't have the room for it right now. Trying to fight weeds instead. I'm going to do a video of our garden update this week, and you'll see all the different forms of weed control. And it's still so hard to do. Let's see. Way at the top of.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of ours are not going on the trellis.
No,
For some
they're
reason
just
they're not. I think it's the
low-
variety. It's
yeah.
a shrub variety, and they're shrubbing.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
hang out on the ground, but they put out a million flowers.
Yeah, our production. We've got 2 families that come to us on Tuesdays for a CSA, and they have not been cheated recently as far as what we've been giving them. There's been a
No.
lot. Tony, a gal
Yep.
after my heart. You know what? I love eating some of the stuff. We're harvesting peas and peas and peas, and oh man, it's
Yep.
they're
Well,
going.
especially once the cherry tomatoes start coming.
Yep. Oh, they're not. Some of those aren't going to make it in there.
No.
Holly's got her fidget spinner.
Yep.
Jesse and Lisa. And Dawn's in there. Hi. Jesse, that was great. Or Lisa, whoever put that comment. Yep.
Yep.
Holly's got her fidget spinner. Hi, Dawn. Hopefully you're doing well. We were just talking a little bit about storms and some of that stuff. And Dawn, if you guys go over to Dawn's channel, she had a video of some storms coming by, and wow, that was a wall cloud hanging down there, Dawn. And I thought for sure you were going to show a tornado coming down out of that thing. But there you go. Welcome, Glenda. Good to see you. And Gwen, yeah, I helped mine. You know what?
We've been trying
We've
to
been
do that.
trying.
They just don't
They just
vine much.
They,
They're just
they don't
very
have the
long.
little curly cues
Oh,
that
they
grab
do.
onto everything.
They
I'm
do, but
not
they
seeing as
tend to
much.
they stay very compact and they don't spread out very much and they don't vine out very much. Yeah, it could just be the kind we've been growing.
Now, Gwen, I'm looking at this on Stream. What are we on?
StreamYard.
StreamYard, and I don't see your name in a different color. I know we had made you a moderator.
Yep, here, it's on here.
It is okay.
Yep.
Yeah, if you want to throw, if you don't mind, and you want to throw a couple of channels up for people, that would be
And
great.
Nick is one too, so.
Okay, yeah, if you guys wouldn't mind. You know, we are not there yet, Glenda, and I know it's going to happen, but call a friend for us. Save our salsa.
Yeah.
There you go, Kim, Chicken Lady, Crazy Chicken Lady. Hi, Kim. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got an experiment going on outside. That's why we were right cutting it close. Holly was walking in the door.
Yeah.
We combined flocks today.
We took the fence down that was separating the little girls from the big girls. So now everybody's running around out in the yard together.
And we're
We'll see
filming
how that
some
goes.
stuff, so you'll see how it goes. Food is when are they going to get on each other? It's food time. I want to see what happens tonight at bedtime. Do the bigs go out to the barn and the littles stay in their area?
Yeah.
I'm hoping they do.
Last year, that's what happened with us until we deliberately started pushing them all together just out of necessity. But even at that point, we did have a couple of
That went out there and
decided to join the old.
join the bigs.
No, it was the bigs were in the red coop.
That's right. A couple of the bigs went in with the littles.
Yep.
And didn't bug them.
Yeah.
So we're hoping.
So it's, yeah. And I think once everybody's had time together outside, but still had space.
Tani, there you
Yeah.
go. Not one made it in the house. I've been guilty of that. I've been guilty of that so far.
Yes.
You know, Nick, Holly just came in and said, the first yellow squash is getting ready. I thought, oh no, if that when it's the first, then it's the first of hundreds.
Mhm.
So
And I just made zucchini bread today from zucchini from last year that I still have in the freezer. So.
And Holly makes incredible zucchini bread. So if anybody wants the recipe, let us know. It is just incredible.
I think the secret is the Greek yogurt, the whole plain Greek yogurt I put in there.
Maybe we'll have to have you video doing one. It's awesome. It's so nice and moist.
Ooh.
Wow. So, okay, because that was a wall cloud. That was a heck of a wall cloud. I've gone out. I'm a ham radio operator, and I've gone out with the radio to spot storms. It is a lot of fun. It can be fairly dangerous at times. I almost got hit with lightning. I had a tree right near me get hit with lightning. I thought, I'm out of here. That wall cloud was a classic wall cloud.
Click down.
You can make mock. Ooh.
Oh.
There we go.
There we go. That second video. Yeah.
There we go. No damage. Yeah, I can't believe that. Unless that was just a classic wall cloud hanging there, and there were things that looked like moving, so there could have been a little bit of rotation within that wall cloud, but apparently nothing came out of it, which is fine. It's fun to watch weather, but when something drops out, I've only seen one tornado, but.
Hey Nick, last year I was making zucchini fritters.
Oh yeah, those are darn good too.
Make some tomato sauce and bread those up, and if you've got an air fryer or bake them in the oven.
Yep.
Those are good. I'm actually looking forward to those.
Title I didn't playlist name: The Bigs versus the Littles. Right now it is funny to watch them out there today. It's a game of fake out. The littles have so much energy. They run and they run right towards a big, and then the big kind of just makes a head bob and they jump out of there. It's classic head fake stuff. I haven't seen a peck yet.
No,
but
everybody's been really good. So
they have been down together, even doing some dust bathing. We have some great dust bathing spots that the littles are just finding, that the bigs have been using obviously for a couple years, but they're finding it. So they're dust bathing right next to each other. I was waiting for the big peck and all that. Jesse and Lisa, thank you. Yep, hit the like button. That would help us out. Appreciate that. Let's see. You know what, Phil? I need to get Holly to do a few more of her recipes on the bread that she makes. It's awesome. It's really good, and I'm looking forward to saving some zucchini so that in February we can have that as part of the $50 February.
We'll have plenty, yeah.
And we're at the point where we've got so much still from last year that Holly's like, I got an extra bag of it. Do you want to bring out the shredded zucchini and give it to the girls and let them enjoy it? So
the one nice thing that I do like about freezing it is, then once it thaws, all the water basically comes out of it. So when it comes to squeezing all of that out, it makes it so much easier than the fresh.
Yeah, what's the pulse in the yard? letting the littles out into general population. So that's a good one. There you go, banana bread. That's what Glenda. It'd be fun. Maybe a collaboration or something. Find some other folks who are good bakers and do a week long baking. Using stuff out of the garden, baking wise, that would be a good. I think a lot of people would love those ideas. So there's
my cheesecake.
Crubby the Beagle. Oh, your cheesecake. Yeah, Holly's got a couple. Crubby, welcome. Thank you for joining us again. There you go. Not even a peck. I didn't see any. I was out there quite a bit, so trying to get some grass growing.
Did catch one, and it was right first when they came out. One of the littles got a feather pulled. But
I didn't witness it. So
otherwise, it was.
General population has been pretty much under control.
Yeah.
Who knows? I think as they get more accustomed to each other, it's gonna come down to food. It's gonna come down to sleeping arrangements or dust bathing. Something they got to share. And we saw it tonight. Holly had 2 real good sized cucumbers, so I cut them up into a bunch of pieces, kind of training the littles on the whistle, getting them to know that when I whistle, I want you over here. And they actually did come, but I threw out all sorts of treats, and we had one of our sapphire splashes, bigger, white, beautiful gal, but she started taking stuff away from the bigs, and I thought you're gonna get your tail feathers handed to you, girl, and nothing.
She's almost as big as our old girls. So
she had. I was really surprised. So we'll see. Yeah. Everybody's saying hi to everybody else. We got a good group tonight. Oh, here we go. Chocolate zucchini cake. Didn't you put some chocolate chips or something in there? I have
not, just because I'm not a huge chocolate, but maybe some milk chocolate chips in there would be good.
I'm never going to say no to that.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Whoops. Wrong. Sorry, I got 2 PCs going here. Jalapeno jelly and grape jelly today. From your own grapes? I've watched, so I think, did you make jelly with the cactus, or I'm trying to think of what video I was watching of yours. It looked so good. No, I can't remember. Sorry. I'm sorry. Too many videos in my head, but it was fabulous. I'd love to hear if those grapes were yours, or if you went and got some from a friend. Chocolate zucchini bread. So many.
Click on that. Okay.
Gwen.
Yep.
Shredded for zucchini bread. Yep, that's what Holly's been doing.
Yeah, my mother found me a KitchenAid food processor, the big one, at the Goodwill. And I am running that thing to death. I might just break it this year, but because it makes crazy noises, but it works well for shredding up the zucchini.
So are you you're canning it? So are you putting it in and cooking it in with the juice? Putting it in your canner and having it in a hot water bath for 10 minutes, and that would be interesting. The mock pineapple.
Yeah.
That'd be a good way to get it. I mean, zucchini is zucchini, but the
It
more
just doesn't have any flavor, so whatever you add to it is what's gonna,
more freeze dried.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that. I'll make sure next time, Holly, we're gonna have zucchini, obviously. So next time you're making bread, I'm gonna
Okay.
get the camera out.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's really good. Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla, welcome. Kind of lurking. You get lurking with probably a bag of spicy chips, and I have, you know what, I've tried. I've seen so many of your videos that make me want to eat, and I have gone to a couple places looking for some of those specialized chips that you found. I can't find them. They're not here. All sorts of flavors, spicy stuff. I'll show you a couple videos, and they look fabulous. So I'm like, okay, I'm a chip guy. I love this. You know, I'm tired of just having sea salt and vinegar or the jalapeno
cheddar. We get
kettle chips or something, and
one of our local Old Dutch does jalapeno cheddar. Those are good.
And so looking at that, it's like, darn it, I can't find them. You get hungry watching a video, and then you can't find this stuff. There you go. Mustang grape jelly. 20 half pints or 20 and a half pints? 20 half pints.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, Holly, I got a bunch of little half pint jars because I wanted to do some, you know, if we pickle or do pickled peppers, some of that, then we can give them as gifts. And people don't want sometimes an entire pint of that. So now Holly's using them for spices.
No, those are the real tiny ones. Is all I'm using. I didn't use the half pints.
That's what you were using.
The half pints are the tall ones, but I'm using the short.
Okay.
Quarter pint.
Yet another use for.
Well, I've been buying bulk spices at one of our local grocery stores because it's a lot cheaper than the little McCormick tubs.
Yep.
But once you open the bag, you got to seal it back up.
Yep. It was the prickly pear. It looked awesome. It looked awesome. And the only time I've ever had prickly pear, like jelly or any of that, when our family went down to Arizona a long time ago. So it was fabulous. What's Nick got? A few bags of mulberries. Nice. I was just reading something on that if they're poisonous if they're not mature. And I know nothing of mulberries, so trying to learn a little bit. We're still working through our orchard and what we want to do and where we want to put it. Just the garden got us so far behind that some of my other goals for the year have not materialized much right now. So
take it a year at a time.
Yep. Got a lot of our wall there. There we go. Just got some Sure Gel Pectin. I've never made jelly. So
and growing up, my mom had made a few different batches of wild raspberry jam. And that's all that she used, and it seemed to work really well. So
I love a good jelly. And we've got some. Our neighbor makes cowboy candy and jelly.
She's huge in the jelly.
So she kind of sets me up, and she's my my supplier. So
we set her up with a few peppers and
some eggs. Hi Brenda, welcome aboard. That's okay. Better late than never. So let's see. Made the grape jelly from grape juice.
Okay.
There's I have seen a lot of people growing grapes. That's the only reason I asked. I've seen a lot of people growing grapes. Dave Collier. He's out in Virginia. He's got a fabulous crop of grapes this year. There was a couple others that were doing that. So that's why I asked. I didn't know. Let's see how long it's processed, but it is water bath. Okay. I just wanted to make sure how that was because I'd never, mocked pineapple. What a great idea! Instead of just having bag after bag of all that. So hi Tarsha, welcome. Thanks for joining us tonight. Good to see you. Let me see. Monday's all Japanese candies. Ooh. Yeah, and some of the
Ooh.
stuff you get, we're not that far apart. We're probably 500 miles apart, probably from Minnesota down to Indiana, and I just can't find them.
Well, the Japanese candies and things like that, I probably could find from the Asian markets in town.
Yep.
But
Yep.
they're closer to the Minneapolis than we are, so
Yeah,
it's
it's a
not
little
easy
bit of
for
a-
him to get to. But I do have a couple that.
Pooja,
are
welcome.
shockingly-
Thank you for joining us. Good to see you. Hopefully things are going good. You talked about our February challenge and how you would be in. I bet you would be great at after watching a bunch of your videos. You would be great at prepping and preparing everything the right way for February. I'm glad you joined us tonight. Thank you. Wild Mustang grapes. They grow all over.
Okay.
Huh. And I know there's grapes around, but I
Mhm.
don't know what's, I'm not one to just go pick something and eat it. That scares me. Like Holly's going to find me laying on my back in a coma out somewhere. So, and Lisa's watermelon.
Oh, watermelon does sound good.
Yeah. They're about that big watermelons on right now.
They're bigger.
Are they?
Went out to look at yours, and there was
All right.
one that was small football size, and I've got on my other ones.
And Holly's are a smaller variety anyway,
Yeah.
so okay.
Yeah.
And mine got off to a heck of a start. I've got the Georgia rattlesnake watermelon, and those things, man, they just go. Last year when
Yeah.
they go, they go.
Yeah, he's got a picture where he's holding two 35-pound ones.
and trying to take a picture. I was trying to take a picture to show Holly last year and try to hold two 35 or 30 or 35-pound dead weight watermelons with no real handle and click the button on the phone so you can back up and take the picture. Yeah, that's not easy. I did get the picture, but man, let's see who's got all the way to Dallas. Texas is well represented tonight, so
Mhm.
everybody's saying hi. We've got a good sized garden, and I've even, after mowing last week, I hadn't mowed in a while just because it was so dry here. I didn't want to burn the lawn out, but I'm looking, saying, maybe we could expand the garden a little bit. Then it gets into weed. I got to really come up with a good plan to make sure that the weeds are handled. I just don't want to be continually weeding. It's
Yeah.
that's not the most fun part of summer. So, Tani, you're not I'm not a big dessert guy. When you say that, Thanksgiving dinner, I'd rather give me some extra mashed potatoes and turkey and dressing versus a slice of pie. But Holly every now and then will buy a bag of Reese's peanut butter cups or something for me.
Yep.
I'm a sucker for Reese's peanut butter
It's the
cups.
peanut butter.
I love those darn things. So
Yeah.
there you go. Yeah, make some grape jelly. That would be fun. It's an area that I haven't explored. We haven't
Yeah.
explored that, making jellies and jams and
No, I'd love to do some spicy. I'd like to try doing like a mango jalapeno or a raspberry jalapeno.
grapes fire roasted lately.
Oh,
Wow. So
that
fire
sounds
roast.
interesting.
Yeah. How are you doing that? How are you fire roasting those? Just a pan over an open fire, or
Over
are
on the
you
grill?
in the
or-
grill? You kind of almost smoking them, or fill us in. That's the fun. There's so many great ideas out here in our community. It's fun to hear all these.
Muscadine, yeah. Aren't they more sweet, the muscadine grapes?
I don't have a clue.
No, it's,
Good, no, good,
yeah.
good stuff. There's so much to learn about growing. So when the tomato again has calmed down, Gwen, isn't that called winter? Tomato again.
At this point, yeah.
It goes until like heavy frost here. Then it stops on a dime, and then you open up the gates and let the girls come and peck everything.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, tomato again. It just keeps going. Is it only grown in Okinawa?
Ooh.
I don't know. Is it noodles?
Shikuwasa?
I don't even
Sounds
know. I've never
interesting.
even heard of that fruit, so I don't even know what. Hopefully you're going to do a video on it, so then we can see it and
Yeah.
hear what the flavors like. That is fun. Your channel, you try a lot of flavors and things that I don't get
Love
a
it.
chance to, and then I see them and go, "Yep, I want that. I want that," and then I can't find it. So
Well, you need to start making me a list of what you want, and I'll see if I can find it.
Okay. There's your
Yeah.
jelly
Yep.
dealer.
Across the street. She's
Yep.
awesome.
Just hook me up. Hook me up.
Ooh, sangria watermelon. That sounds interesting.
Wow, is that okay? Now, back in college, we had it was called a Wapatui, and so we would cut a hole in a watermelon and pour liquor in it, and it would kind of get in with the fruit. Is this sangria watermelon? Like you drill a hole and you put sangria in there? Or yeah,
I'm thinking it's a breed.
Oh, is it? That's
yeah.
a variety of.
Variety.
I'll have to learn more about that. I'd never seen that.
Well, the last time we had somebody telling us about strawberry watermelons, so
Yeah, I think that was Nick. I
yeah,
think Nick was.
those look interesting. And we've got a yellow variety, baby doll watermelon. So we'll have to.
That's Holly's, yeah.
Yeah.
Little
They're
small,
more-
quick breed.
5-7 pounds.
That's just getting going. My
I know,
Georgia
but it's-
rattlesnakes are probably
yeah.
already 5 or 7 pounds.
But it's an earlier one. That's why it's so small.
Tani, you can't pick the wild grapes that are in with the poison ivy. Okay, let's. No. There's an area I'm clearing out up front for some wildflowers and such, and I saw we had a little bit of poison ivy up there, so I've been trying to, remove it. It's like, darn it, I just hate having that around.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see.
Yes,
Weeding
it's a
is
never ending.
How not to weed? You know what? That garden fabric we put down,
Yes.
and that's maybe a fifth of our total garden now is fabric, and we're looking at maybe another area next year to put that fabric down and then try to really plan our garden plantings so that we have continual, because now we're at the point where we've harvested some things and we're done until the next stuff. Now we're starting again. But if we had another set of lines, we could plant one, then a month later plant another, and another month plant another, and it would just be continual harvest versus the start stop, plus no weeding.
And we did put down the fabric between the tomatoes too, so that's.
Oh, and that's a godsend too. It's so nice to be able to walk through with the tomatoes, and which reminds me, let's make sure we go out after dark and check for hornworms. We said early on last Wednesday before I went up golfing with my buddies, we went out with the
found three,
and then Holly over the weekend found
four
of them. So they're still out there. So just made some balsamic basil plum jam. Ooh, that sounds good. Hopefully there's a video of that out there, because that'd be fun we need to do like food week or something, or plan. I do like that baking week. If anybody's interested, send me an email. We'll get something together. I need to come up with a barbecue idea as well. I'm in a barbecue challenge coming up in September, and I need to figure out what to do.
Y'all are gonna do your chickens.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I'm thinking. I've already done a video on that, so I'll try something new. Here you go. Oh, that's right. You did have surgery on Thanksgiving. Well, this Thanksgiving, this holiday season will be a lot better, hopefully for everybody. Pick the fruit, freeze the juice, then jelly.
Yeah.
That's probably the thing. Do it when it's. Here we go. Hold the grapes over an open flame. Get the fast braids kind of char on the. Okay. and
Oh,
cold
I'm just
yogurt.
wondering if like one of those like vegetable pans that they use over the grill with this small holes, if those would work.
I don't know. It sounds
Yeah.
it's like making s'mores that are good for you.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
grapes and yogurt. Ooh, now I'm hungry again. Yeah, Tani, I'm right there. We're so close.
Yeah, there's so many green ones on the vines right now. Yeah.
Glenda's going nuts. She's on the other side of it. Like a pig owner.
What?
They won't eat regular tomatoes. Oh my! Our girls,
Yeah.
our girls go nuts when it's tomato time. If they see us going out there and they know the
Uh-huh.
pans I've got that we're going or that we'll bring out, they're crowding around the fence outside
Oh,
the
yeah.
garden, just wanting.
Yeah. Anytime we go in the garden now, it's like they know
Now, Holly's got some yellow ones this year. What are those?
the baby doll.
No, the tomatoes.
Oh, the pear,
Yeah, the yellow pear, and
yellow pear tomatoes.
there's a boatload on those. So
Yeah. They can be like 2 to 3 inches long.
it's a kind of wine taste. Pink inside.
Oh, very cool.
Wow. Okay. Holly's. That's what we always when we do a live keep a pad of paper. Holly makes notes on things, so it's like okay, something to look for.
Yeah.
And Holly was kind of our research and development team this year when we were getting the garden ready. So she went out and found all the seeds, and it was fun.
Just different stuff to try, and since we had space, new things to try.
Never enough tomatoes.
Yeah.
You know, there's certain ones now we're doing all sorts of different varieties that we haven't grown other than the Sweet 100s we've grown in the past.
Uh-huh.
I think everything else is new this year.
Yes.
And a lot are sauce and paste type tomatoes.
Yeah. We've got 3 that are for sure real paste tomatoes. They're the long, skinny,
Yeah.
like Roma type. We've got actually San Marzanos are doing okay out there.
I'm just not seeing the quantity that I typically see on the plants. We, like everybody, such a hot summer. So I think that's affecting it. I'm hoping as things cool down and maybe we head
and
towards fall that we'll get.
We're growing them differently too. So, and I'm seeing more flowers and more blooms coming up as we go.
We are training them up on a trellis. Watch the video this week, but I mean, the tomatoes in some instances are now over our head, going over the trellis. So it'll be interesting if they will allow us to pin them down. I don't know if they'll do that or. Sorry, Brenda. The heat has been tough on a lot of people. It's kind of the consistent watermelon wine. There you go. I've heard that's really good.
Well, last year with the heat, we had so many tomatoes and we had them early.
Yeah, and this year, like we're behind. Watermelon wine. Not my favorite. And winemaking, I've done actual winemaking where we ordered as a group like a couple tons of grapes, and they sent them from Napa Valley out, and so we did the traditional crush the grapes. I mean, true winemaking. There's some where you can get fruit juice and kind of make it that way. It's interesting. Winemaking is quite a process. Yeah, chickens love the hornworms.
There was a couple that I pulled out this afternoon, just as he was getting home from up north, and
hi, Ricky, welcome.
I put him out in the yard, and all the girls came over, and all of a sudden they were like truly cluck, 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 clucking, and they started picking at them. It was kind of funny to watch. Fun to watch, but funny too.
The hornworms are big enough where the girls don't quite know what to do with them.
Yeah.
It's an interesting caterpillar. So
they can be as big as
for sure, yeah.
Your finger.
Yep,
more
they're big.
Than,
They're they can get up to I think 5 inches. They're the largest caterpillar or one of that are out there. So you don't mind weeding. 400 degrees.
Yeah.
It's been then that keeps our summer out, and your summer, that gives you a couple weeks in spring and fall when it's not 400 for you, Gwen. There you go. Yeah, challenges. There's so many good challenges out there. It's fun.
Yeah.
Someone abandon their garden and won't. Oh, yeah. You
Mm.
go and check that out and go weed another garden. Let's see. Ours they really
Well, it takes one or two to start pecking at it and check it out, and then the others will get
someone
involved.
picks it up and they're gone.
Yeah.
They'll take it and run.
So we've got some more adventurous ones and some that are just like, what?
Yep. There's the homestead. Good afternoon. Good evening. I'm all thrown off here after being gone all weekend. I'm having a hard time. I think tomatoes taste like chicken.
The vegetarian type.
Yeah. What breed did you get? You did get the vegetarian ones. Yeah. Name some of the tomatoes we got. You made the whole list, and if you want to go get it, Holly made a great list. I know we did sweet 100s.
Yep, the yellow pear.
Yep, it's sweet 100s, then yellow pear.
Black cherry.
We'll come around so the mic picks it up. I don't know if it does from back there.
We got black cherry and large red cherry. So those are all of our cherry tomatoes.
And I got the black cherry. I think maybe got both of them from a friend of mine. The black cherry for sure. He said these are the sweetest ones you're ever going to try. Give it a.
We got seeds, was it, or did
we got seeds?
Yeah. Yep.
From Glenn.
And then for our bigger ones, we did Amish paste, San Marzano, Jersey Devil, and German pink.
And those are all.
The German pink are the more rounder ones.
The round ones. The other ones are more. It almost looks like a pepper. They're really an elongated,
long, skinny. Yeah.
Yeah, it's something different. My fall tomatoes are San Marzanos. Yeah, good. It'll be good to San Marzano.
Mm-hmm.
We had one that we thought we were going to lose because of the early hornworm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It turned out really good.
It's jumped back just fine now. It's really done well.
Mm-hmm.
Way slower this year. Yeah, I'm not going to give up. It's just
no.
We just got them in late because we were trying to put the trellis and trying to do the garden fabric.
The weekend we were planning on planting Memorial Day weekend, we had storms rolling through.
That was the only time we had storms.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. When we wanted rain, we haven't gotten it, but when we didn't want rain, we sure got it. So, well, there you go.
This is our first year out of 3 so far.
Here, that and in the past, I've grown tomatoes. I've never had a hornworm in my life, and this year now it's like a moth comes and is dropping one egg a night because last Wednesday. The first one we found was about this big. The next one was this big. Then the next one, it's like one a day, and they were just behind each other. And
and even the ones that I found last night and today were both, different sizes.
Yeah. So, hi, Mark. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Good to have you along. Yeah, there you go. Be cool like Ricky. Ricky, hopefully you got everything squared away, so your hunting lanes are all cleaned out, and some fun videos up there. When you're not at Valley Fair or someplace enjoying the cool water rides, you got a heck of a property up north. It's gorgeous up there. It looks like just beautiful. So let's see. I was here first. There you go. You guys, if I need to separate you two. Let's see. Subarctic. That's come February here. Let's see if they make it. That's good. Yeah, we've still got plenty of time. Although I can see the finish line now. We've got about 2 months now till our first frost. Usually it's around October 1st here.
Yeah.
So. Bouge your hands, people.
Oh, funny.
We just our girls get whatever is coming out of the garden, especially you find a big cuke, they get it, and they just love all the trees.
They see the cucumbers coming out of the garden, they see peas, they see anything at this time, and they think it's all for them.
You weren't impressed. Okay.
Okay.
You know, and that's what we need to get everybody, maybe do a live at the end of the year and kind of talk about what varieties worked well and which ones didn't and for what uses. Because I'd love to, none of these we have grown before other than the
Yeah.
Sweet 100s. So other people said, oh, they're great for, you know, for sauces and stuff. Good.
Yeah.
But are
So
they
we're
prolific
still-
like you want?
Yeah, the ones that I'm really impressed with so far have been the Jersey Devils. They have a ton of
They've got
fruit
a
on
lot.
them right now. They're almost fruit out like a cherry tomato does,
Yep.
with the multiple two and then just the
A
big
bunch
fruit
hanging.
hanging there. Yeah.
The Amish paste are one of the varieties. There's two variety out there, Amish paste and Jersey Devil, that no matter whether I water them a lot or a little or what, they just, their leaves stay curled almost the whole time. I'm fertilizing every 2 weeks. We're watering very frequently. I think I'm doing the right stuff. So it's interesting. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll swap some stickers. I'll shoot you a note so we do that. I'd love to have one of yours up on the wall. Hoping to go black cherry.
The ones we've got out there are pretty big.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Don,
between-
your trellis that you have would do great with black cherry tomatoes. I think they seem to grow well. And this is all just from my friend Glenn, what he was saying, that they are the sweetest, he said. So we'll give it a
Yeah, and
comparison.
They're almost like silver dollar size.
They're pretty good size. They're a
Yeah.
bigger size cherry tomato, but I think your trellis would be perfect
Yeah.
for them. Let's see. A diva breed. Glenda, you know, they say that the chickens take after their owners. So, you know, they're owned by a diva. So, you know, let's see. When you first planted. Okay, BT. Yeah, I have never used BT before. That might be something we throw down next year and get a whole. I need to, again, get a regimented schedule, get everything lined out. That's something I'm learning this year. Is we're organized, but it could even go further as far as dates and putting things on the calendar of what needs to be done here and there. I am fertilizing twice a month. We're watering right, but the BT, you're right. That would be a great way. Hopefully none of these guys will mature and get into the soil. So let's see. That's how aromas grow in sets. Okay. I'm trying to keep up with the comments here.
Yes, correct. The gypsy. Yes, exactly. That's how we've been doing it. Click on that one.
Yep. Yeah. We don't water
Yep.
the plant at all.
No, I even had him a longer spray.
Yep. So we're right down how I plant, and maybe I should go through tomatoes and how I do them, but I leave a little depression so I don't water and it just runs off. I kind of fill that depression,
A little bowl.
a little bowl, and it just slowly soaks in.
And then
We
he
remove the
trims up
foliage. We're
yeah.
trying to do one plant all the way up, or one stem going versus, you know, letting it turn into a shrub. I think we're doing it the right way, but you know, there's always little tricks and tips that you can learn. One thing my dad always said, you know what, you're never, with the garden, you never stop learning. And I think I know a lot of stuff at times, and then you walk out and it's like, really? I don't have a clue at times. So let's see. The hatcheries fall. The Grace and Fire Divas. I don't know. That's we don't have any. We maybe have a couple of divas, but they'll still eat everything.
Yeah.
Let's see. All new tomatoes. Yeah, I was gonna say. Oh, Tani, there you go. Okay, because some of I brought down a couple for you that were extra ones, the same varieties that we have. So that is interesting that they're curled. I don't know if you got an Amish paste from us. If you did, check and let me know if those are curled as well.
Yeah, and I think I heard it even could be from the heat.
It could, yeah. Sometimes
Yeah.
heat, wind will curl leaves. Ramapo.
Okay.
Holly's making a note. Donna, that'd be. There's so many varieties in it. Are those a sauce tomato? Are those a slicer?
Yeah, and that's the other thing is, are they going to be good for our zone?
That's true. Yeah, we're 4B, so it'd be interesting to see what they need for that. That's the one thing we didn't do this
Mhm.
year is grow a sliced tomato, and
Yeah.
we've got
I was
two
gonna
families in the
say,
CSA.
German pink, I think, could be a slicer with the way that they're the more
Okay.
bigger.
We just got
Yeah.
two families that are doing a CSA, and I was thinking that the other day, going, "Whoops, we didn't. We planted everything for us, and didn't.
Yeah.
Whoops." Yeah, I'd like to learn more about that. Glenda's hands, the they're Glendivas or something. We'll have to come up with a phrase for Glenda's flock. 5 gallons of water per plant per week. I
think what they
I
get
think
that for
we-
sure. Yeah.
I think we do that. I will go and kind of fill up that bowl.
Yeah.
The depression in the ground. Fill that. Go all of them. So I've got 20 plants on one side of the trellis and 20 on the other. Kind of that hoop.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go up and down both sides twice, and when it's really been dry,
Yeah, so 3 times.
we'll do it another couple, or I'll do it in the morning, and do it. Usually we're doing it at night and the evening. I don't do a lot of stuff midday. It's just there's so much sun out there. It seems like it evaporates. So
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, I think 5 gallons is probably what they're getting.
I
We
would
didn't
think
water
so,
much
yeah.
last week because we did get over 2 inches of rain. Finally,
I did water them Saturday,
okay, then good.
so
We should be. I'll hit them in the morning.
Yeah.
Just offered them acorn squash. Nope. Our girls love squash.
Oh,
They
yes.
just tear it apart.
That's
know what?
one of the things we save
Yeah.
for winter for them too, as well.
Bring all the seeds or a couple of squash that maybe aren't fully formed. We'll bring them out for the girls.
We had hybrids, some mix of stuff from last year too.
Yeah.
What was it? A pumpkin acorn.
Yeah, that's right. We had a cross.
Yeah.
And they tore those things up. Glenda, we're going to need to have like a good hen camp, and we're going to send some of your girls up here, and we're going to toughen them up a little bit. And I don't know. We'll see. Trying to go all heirloom. And I think, you know what, Gwen, I think other than isn't a Amish paste, Marzano Devil, and the German
don't
pink, are they
know.
aren't they heirloom, or
I
a
don't
bunch
know.
of those are?
I don't know. I'd have to look.
I'll have to look again. Not enough water and extreme heat. Yeah. Well, you've got some wind up there on the ridge, though, Dawn. How are you going to put that up and keep that from just whatever is holding? That's going to be engineered right, because you do get some wind, I think, up there. But yeah, a little shade would be nice. You are exposed.
Yeah.
Always learning when gardening. There's so many different ways. There is not probably a right way and a wrong way. There's a lot of shades of gray of the right way. Let's see.
Tanny's getting rain.
Yeah, that's the stuff that formed
Good.
just by us, and it's going your way. Send some of it back west here, darn it.
Yeah.
Plant the seeds 3 in a row. Okay.
Okay.
And you know what, we're not good at saving seeds, and I've got so many different, especially the squash, they cross-pollinate so much. I never harvest seeds. I always get new seeds each year, and maybe that's, bad to say that, but you know what, I like to garden, and I want to know what I'm getting, and for me, saving seeds, I just don't know how to do it the right way. So I don't know. Let's see. Multicolored. They come out black. Carnival peppers. Different, like. Yeah, we've had some stuff that has grown and it's been, cross-pollinated. Who knows what kind
Yeah,
of Frankenstein?
like the acorn pumpkin. Like they were orange and brown or orange and
Orange.
green. They had a little bit of green veining in them, and they had the ribs like an acorn, and they were just long and
Slicers. Use it for canned sauces. Okay. The thing we went for these, the Amish paste, the Marzano, the Devil. I'm tired of sauces with a whole bunch of seeds in them. So these ones were very few seeds. So
that was our goal this year. Last year we had just the
Just the
traditional, Better Boy.
Yep.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, I need to come up with this year was putting in some of the infrastructure. Next year, I would love to, now that some of the infrastructure is in and set, I'd like to have some rain barrels. I'd like to have some other ways so that, like you say, you could fill that up, turn on the spigot, and kind of let it do its thing.
Yeah, and more instead of even just soaker hoses, because ours, we had some and they were just gone after the first year.
They didn't do well with ultraviolet, which is weird. That a company's going to make something that is for the garden and yet doesn't like sunshine, but maybe we bought the cheapest of the cheap.
Also thinking of other options too.
Yep. How do we do it? There you go. The divas love pumpkins. Our girls go nuts on pumpkins, and I usually keep a lot of pumpkins and I'll keep them frozen in the garage and then bring them out. Every week or so, bring one out, and the girls can stop by and peck at it, and it slowly gets eaten by all the girls. So,
plus, it's good for worms and stuff too, isn't it, for them?
There's talk that there's an enzyme or something in the pumpkins and the seeds that does help with deworming. I don't know if that's been proven. So, water, it all evaporates. I do a little bit in the morning, but most of it is in the evening. And, when we're done here, then it'll be time to go do some, there you go. They definitely need a boot camp. They do. We're available. We'll offer that. Don't water during the day. Yep. And we usually will have dinner and then we're out watering. Yeah. It's just continuous.
But it also gives us a chance to go and look over the garden and see where things are at and how things are doing.
Yep. We've been trying to get out every day, look for something, look at everything in the garden once a day, and now look at the chickens every day and, make sure what were you saying?
Tanny's there. I came home when we were gone with the family when I was a kid, and we had tied our dog up too close to the garden, and came back and found we had 2 rows of carrots. Half of each row was dug up, and there were carrot tops all over the yard. We had a dog who loved carrots.
Bad dog. Sprinkling evenings. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't figure out a way to do a sprinkler. The garden is so darn long. And how do you, I'd love to have one of the tractor that we've got and let it go. But I'd love to build some tracks up high so it could go above all the plants and get
Maybe
it.
That's what we work on for next year.
Here you go. Yeah. There's our moneymaker, hen camp.
Yeah.
Tell me to do that. Let's see what cucamelons. Not good looks. Like a watermelon. Looks and tastes like a cucumber. I'm not a cucumber guy, so I will eat pickles, but Holly can just
I love them.
Holly can eat those things, and that's just not me. I have no interest in that, so no way. So that doesn't excite me. Sorry.
Yeah.
I get sprinkler too. Yeah, Gwen, you've got heat like, nothing. I don't.
Yeah.
Say tomato. Kajari seeds. Okay. Yeah, we've just got so many variety. I mean, you've probably seen the video, but so many different varieties of squash, pumpkins, melons.
And everything's planted right next to each other. So yeah.
The bees are going from one plant to another. So I don't know. Yeah, raised beds. You know what? We'll see how well they work for potatoes and for some of that. Our raised beds, they seem to be working really well, but
yeah.
The
radishes were amazing this year that we planted, and you planted them Thursday again?
Yeah.
And they're already sprouting.
Yep. They're 25-day radishes. So I'm thinking we can get an August harvest, plant them again, get a September harvest, and then we're done. But everybody in the CSA and Holly just loved those radishes, how sweet they were. Again,
they were almost
I'm not a radish
tender
guy.
And they weren't so spicy. They were really good.
Yeah, we use DE for deworm. Not that we've had a worm problem. I don't think I've ever seen worms or anything in their droppings, and we're looking at their stuff all the time just to make sure. But
yeah,
I don't know. Cattle pen. Yeah. Gwen, you've got a great setup. You really do, and I know you've been working hard on that. I just love your setup and all the different things you've got there. We need more raised beds just to be able to. We need to manage them better, and I hope to get more. But there's an expense with those darn things, and just to get them, we don't have a big pickup truck or any of that. We rented a U-Haul to haul 6 of those.
We made it worth the while. How many cattle panels did we get? And
20 cattle panels and 6 of the troughs. So we had a full load.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. 8 feet in the air. Yeah, we need something to do truly to get it up. To get something up, and then we could broadcast the whole area minus the tomato area.
Yeah.
There you go. Got lost from you. You know what? It's weird how I looked and I was looking for someone. I forget who it was last week, and I had been unsubscribed for them. It's like, how did that happen? I love the channel. How did I get unsubscribed? So I don't get it. I don't understand the algorithm. I don't understand a lot of stuff. So watch the gardening channel. Eats carrots.
He digs his own carrots. Yep.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
I've never had a dog. I'm just not a dog guy. But you hear some of those stories, and it's just funny. Yeah.
Yeah, that does make it nice. We're kind of.
Let's see. What kind of carrots were they?
Just regular.
Delicious, apparently.
Yes. Well,
what radishes? No, what radishes? They're right on there because I have the seeds. I kept so we can have our third. Yeah, Gwen, I'm with you. We've had a lot of chickens for a while. I've never had worms, but we still, are using the DE once a month. Should be just on the pile there. It's still got seeds in it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll find that. Why don't you turn the light on and take a look? There still is seeds that's rolled up, unless I left it in the garage. It's right by the peas, and I did peas and yeah.
Cherry Bell.
Cherry Bell.
Yep.
Cherry Bell, B-E-L-L, let's see, B-E-L-L-E. There you go. Cherry Bell. But everybody who got them, they loved them. I'm not a radish guy. Don't plant radishes by your jalapeno plants. Ask me how I know. Do your radishes pick up all the heat from the jalapenos, or something's going on there? Phil, thanks for joining us. Yeah, we're going to wrap up here. We're a couple minutes over, but we're going to wrap up in just in a bit
Yeah,
here.
we got to go check on the girls and see who wound up where.
See if everybody
Yeah.
separated. I think any rashes. You know what, Tani? There's still. I was out getting extra peas, some extra seeds, and there's plenty of radishes at Fleet Farm and another place. So maybe. There you are, Devil Dog. Welcome. Thank you. Now you're showing up. I'm just getting ready to wrap up a little bit, but good discussion on gardens tonight. There you go. They wait for treats.
Yep.
Hey,
Oh yeah.
maybe it is something with dogs and carrots or something. It seems like
our dog loved him. I mean, that was a treat for him. So.
Huh. I'll have to. Yeah. Highly irregular chicken tractor. Yeah, I saw that. I just I wanted to make sure that it was covered. That netting, boy, it wouldn't keep a coon out. We had a monster coon that came by the other day. Oh, it was big.
Yeah.
It just scares the heck out of me what they would do to girl to the hens. Oh. That's funny. I think there's just that's my chickens. Are they regular? Especially Karen. Yeah, they're all named Karen if they're irregular.
Yeah.
Thanks. Have a good week.
Thanks.
Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Let's see, world's largest. That's right. Yeah, all the way from Georgia to Michigan along that highway. Hopefully, you're going to go check it out and bring the camera along. It would be interesting just to see what it looks like. You know, it would be an interesting thing. So, whoops. Oh, you didn't get a notification. Yeah, we put it out, or I put it out. Maybe it doesn't notify you. I wonder. Well,
That's weird.
It put it out there on our thing. We're doing it every other Sunday at 8 o'clock Central. So 2 weeks from now,
we'll be back.
We'll be back. And I think, you know what, we do need to get out and just make sure, since it's the first night of letting the littles out into general population. So, there. Rakesh, welcome. Thank you. Heat wave in India. Sun-baked poops coming. You know,
Nice.
We had 2 rains last Sunday and last Tuesday, and a good downpour. Boy, it is nice after a downpour. It cleans the slate. All the chicken poop is gone.
Yeah, well, and our grass had been so dry, like you said, he hadn't been mowing. We got 1 inch.
Yeah.
And that did enough for the grass that he had figured he could mow. And then last weekend we got 1.25 inches.
Yeah, 1.23. Yep, it was really good. So
Yeah.
Homestead Aquarius, welcome. I'm sorry I don't know the name. You want to type it down there quick, and I can call you the right thing. But we're gonna close up shop here. We just want to get outside and make sure that our bigs and our littles are doing the right thing, going to bed, and that our littles actually came back to their coop. That's the important thing. I don't want them, you know, they've been fenced in, now they're not. So thank you all for joining us, and thanks for the discussion always takes a different tangent than where I think it's going, but that's the fun of this. Just you guys are great in the discussion. We're going to have tomato talk at the end of the year, talk about what varieties worked, which ones didn't work.
Yeah.
Glenda, get those divas whipped into shape. But if you want to do a baking thing, drop me a note. It'd be a fun little deal. There's some great bakers out in the community, and it'd be fun to see what everybody could pull together. So, Robert, okay, Homestead Aquarius, Robert, thank you for joining us. Really good to meet you, and thanks for joining us. Or is it Jeff? Right now I see. Or are you saying Jeff? Hello, I'm gonna have to make sure. I'll check your channel out. And I'll find the name that way. So hit the thumbs up if you can, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and we'll catch you in 2 weeks. Take care, everybody.
All right. Thanks. Good night.